he's just a snake, and he's just going to act all like he's going to make people pity him as usual, act like a saint, and it's not going to be genuine. So there's no point. And
hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Azine Williams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to the channel, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Okay guys, so welcome to the day 8 of the Big Brother Naija show. Okay guys, so this show today started with Erica and Wathoni trashing out their issues. Yes guys, so Erica on her own part said, you know what, that her issue with Wathoni, you know, is not really, you know, about any other thing than Wathoni's attitude towards her. Now Wathoni on her own end said that, you know, coming out of the house, you know, when, you know, she left the house, that Erica hugged her and said that she's happy that they're in a better place now. That means they've, you know, resolved their issues, only to come out, you know, even on the day of the recording to see that Erica said that she doesn't want to sit near Wathoni. Now Erica asked when was this, and Wathoni said yes, this happened just now. Now back to Erica. Erica said, you know what, the thing is, it's about the energy that she has been getting from Wathoni. Yes guys, that's what she said. You know, that Wathoni used to give her like this negative vibes and everything. And she also said that during, you know, when they were in the house, after the issues that they had, that, you know, she actually did hug Wathoni while Wathoni was leaving and said exactly what Wathoni said. But when she now came out, she now saw, you know, the things that Wathoni was saying about her, you know, that Wathoni during her media round said that she and, you know, Kid were being intimate in the house and all that. Now Wathoni also said that she never really used that word, that she actually said that she and Erica, that Erica and Kid were doing bad things under the sheets. I mean, that other people were saying it, and that she too was lying down near them, or her bed was near them, and she was hearing things. And Erica said, your media round is supposed to be a place where you market yourself. So why are you talking about me and Kid? Wathoni said that her fans, like Erica's fans, used to come for her and all that, and that, you know, Erica has not done anything to stop her fans from coming at Wathoni. Now Erica on her own end was like, Wathoni, I don't understand all this. Like, why can't you be truthful in your own, you know, giving your own account of what happened? I mean, how can you say that I've not tried to check my fans, you know, that she has come out to put out tweets and all that? And she said, I've told my fans not to insult anyone in my name. I have never said anything wrong about you. So your problem is basically with my fans and not with me. Now, she also said that Wathoni has an issue with her about Kid, and her issue with Wathoni is just about Wathoni's attitude, because during what Wathoni was saying, she was talking about the Kid situation and everything like that. Now Erica on her own end was telling her that the thing is, her situation with her is not about Kid. That why is she always bringing Kid into the mix? That why is she always bringing Kid? Now at some point Erica was like, okay Kid, your name has been mentioned quite a lot in this conversation. What do you have to say? Now Kid was like, you know what, that Erica, he understands where Erica is coming from. That Erica is talking about her issue with Wathoni is about Wathoni's attitude towards her and not about him. Therefore, Wathoni, she has always, you know, felt some type of way. Then Wathoni also brought out the whole community thing, you know, community boy situation. And the next thing that happened was this.
See, Kid can't afford me. So please, let me finish. So
yes guys, Wathoni was like, Kid, you cannot afford me, and Erica gave her back, are you for sale? So guys, they all went back and forth. Erica was trying to tell Wathoni about, you know, Praise birthday party, how she was carrying face, giving her the negative energy. Wathoni was like, if, you know, Erica did not even greet her, that she too would have greeted Erica. At the end of the day, this ended up apologizing to each other. Wathoni was like, she is sorry, you know, if Erica is offended, you know, by anything she has said in her interview. And Erica also, you know, apologized for giving Wathoni negative energy, because she felt like Wathoni was giving her negative energy. So she was basically trying to give, you know, Wathoni the negative energy back. So both of them stood up and hugged it out. I mean, these are things we love to see. So guys, when they went for a commercial break, they came back and it was still on Erica, but this time around it was about Erica and V. So Ebuka now said, okay, still on Erica, you know, what's what's going on with you and V? You know, Erica said that V had a lot of negative things to say about her, you know, that she doesn't have really anything to say to V. She doesn't know V. And Erica was like, I mean, you stayed with her for how many months in the house? How come you don't know her? She said, yeah, I mean, we really didn't have any conversation. I really don't know V. I don't have anything to say to her. You know, there are some people you just don't have a bond with, and that's it. You come out of the house, you move on with your life, you know, and she's always had like this negative energy from V. Now, on V's part, she said she doesn't associate herself with Erica in any shape or form. You know, that according to her, they don't see each other, they don't care about each other. In fact, today's theme was I don't care. Yeah, so it's I don't care. Everybody's forming, oh, I don't care about this person and all that. V, you know, went on to say that, you know what, Erica saying that they never really had a conversation in the house, that's false. That they actually did have a conversation about the whole Laycon situation. That even that night when the whole Ebuka asked the question about Laycon and Erica, where, you know, V made that statement that she did, that, you know, that night she also called Erica and they had a conversation about it, only for her to come back the next Sunday and the whole Neo and Tolani Bad situation happened. So as Erica said, I mean, they don't have a conversation, there's no need for them to have a conversation, and everybody's just moving on with their life. Now back to Tolani Bad, you know, about, you know, what does she think about this whole Erica and V situation. And Tolani Bad said that Erica doesn't really care about V, and V doesn't care about Erica, and that's fine, and that's the same way she too does not care about V. And everybody was like, what's that all about? And Neo was like, yeah, that's her 5 seconds of clout and everything. Now Ebuka asked Erica, has there been a connection between you and Laycon, you know, after you guys left the house and everything? And Erica was like, no, because she doesn't see the point, that Laycon doesn't have her best interest at heart, and she felt so stupid for saying that he had her best interest at heart in the house. Like, you know, she's busy focusing on her acting career and all that, so she doesn't really care. There's no point. Basically, there's no point having a conversation with Laycon, you know, and that's it. And then Kid, you know, was called into the matter because, I mean, he is involved in this whole matter between Erica and Laycon. And Kid was like, you know what, that he doesn't think, you know, that they need to do anything, that they are both very busy and they have a right to feel about however they want to feel about each other, that he is not going to, you know, force any of them to have a conversation, that Erica doesn't even talk about all that she basically talks about her business, her work and all that, you know, that's where she has been focusing on. Now, Bright O on his own part, you know, said that he feels that the Erica and Laycon situation is the highlight of the show. And he says, or he feels that both parties actually enjoyed. Now, Erica disagreed and said that she does not enjoy, that she doesn't enjoy, that it's not in her favor to be insulted every day, that she doesn't enjoy it. And Beto was like, you know what, there are the negative sides and there are also the positive sides. The thing is, I mean, the more, you know, conflicts, you know, go on, like Ebuka said, you know, the more you guys gain fans, the more relevant you guys are and all that. Now, away from that, it was now Laycon's turn to speak, and Laycon was like, you know what, that he feels for him that what happened could have been avoided, what happened could be mended, could have been mended, should be mended, and, you know, would be mended, you know, with time, because, you know, time heals all wounds and all that. So he said, according to him, he'd rather focus on, or he'd rather have people that love him and support him focus on his success, streaming his music, how many, you know, where he is at the charts and everything, you know, than talking about this situation or dragging them back to this situation. That the most important thing to him now is, you know, his music. And, you know, that's basically why he has not had time to mentally process everything. Now, after that, Erica also made mention of the fact that, you know, she came out of the house. She really felt apologetic, you know, about everything that happened between she and Laycon. You know, she did a video where she apologized to Laycon. Even before she left the house, she also apologized, you know, only for her to finish doing the video and come out and see a lot of videos about conversations that Laycon had with V about her. And she was like, oh my goodness, she actually felt very, very stupid about doing all that. You know, that's basically, she doesn't see any positive, you know, things coming out from the conversation with Laycon, that he's just going to make everyone pity him as he usually does and make everyone think that he's a saint, that if he really wants to talk to her, that he would have, that she has seen, you know, the video of him saying rubbish about her and everything. She also made mention of this video. Watch.
Who you are is you are strong. who you are is you're powerful, you are amazing, you're wonderful.
Yes, guys, that's the video where, Laycon was talking about Erica, and everything, just like Erica mentioned. And she was like, I mean, if you really wanted to say all those things to me, we're in the same group chat, you have my number. Why didn't you, try to reach me? Own it. You don't like me and I don't like you. Don't go ahead trying to pretend like you're a saint and all that. That basically that he shouldn't do that. And Ebuka was like, okay, you said there was no point for having that conversation, and now you're saying that he would have called you or something. That if he had called you, would you have picked? And she said, called, no, but if he has sent a message and it made sense, that she would have replied. And she also talked about the whole apologizing and everything. Now Laycon on his own part said that he never saw the video of Erica apologizing and everything, that he came out of the house and his team said there was this issue of Laycon unfollowing Erica or Erica unfollowing Laycon, that the truth is according to his team that Erica's handler actually blocked him. So basically he never had the opportunity to see that video. Now after all that, it was now turn for Ebuka to ask V about the power of fans. How much influence do you think Big Brother Naija fans have on the various housemates? And V on her own said, that yes, there are some very toxic fans, but she's that kind of a person that even her fans know that she doesn't care about social media. She's that kind of a person that she's ready, all she wants to do is to make her money, and basically go away when the new set comes so that they will have their shine. That she really doesn't have an issue with social media. She does not live her life for social media and all that. That social media is one big facade, so she does not have the time for that. Even though there are some people in that room, that was when the camera went to Tolani Badge's face, that dwells on the toxicity and the clout and everything, but she is not one for that. Now Ebuka asks Tolani Badge, you are one person that have engaged the fans on several occasions, and fans have somehow detected how you have perceived other housemates, as we've seen in the season or different episodes. Fans has also kind of found a way to detect how you react to different housemates. Like, what do you have to say about that? How much power do fans have over housemates? And Tolani Badge was like, what? The thing is this, that for her, when she got out of the house, she was overwhelmed by requests from fans. When she posts this picture, this one will say it's not like this, or why did you not post yesterday and all that. She had to get a mentor who had, to let her know that she is much more important than, not like much more important, but she has to focus on herself more. She should not let the fans, detect them. And Ebuka was like, but you, engage them. She said, yes, she had blocked, but sometimes she has to give them buzzwords, so that they will know that she is Tolani Badge and you don't talk to her like that. Then, Ebuka asks Erica, I mean, you are one person that have engaged with your fans. You say you love your elites so much that, most times you just talk with them. Like, how much power do they have over you? Erica on her own part said that she doesn't really think they have power over them, or she doesn't really feel like her elites have a power over her. And also there are so many people that have disguised as fans who are very toxic, who have made people to believe that her fan base is toxic, that her fan base is not toxic, that some of them come to her DM and say, oh, why are you wearing this dress, why are you doing this, that she just block. Yes, block. She blocked them, and some of them are actually her fans who come to comment her and everything. She leaves those ones, and there are some of them who are not her fans. She just go on a blocking spree. And she also had a conversation with a fan who has turned to a friend. Like, why is it that you people like so much enmity between housemates? Like, if you have a friend and you have an issue with that friend and you've not talked to that friend for like a month, I mean, does it mean that you must be a bearer of hatred wherever you go? That she doesn't want to live that life. Like, it's normal that friends have issues and later on in future they mend their issues. Now Wathoni says she also has something to say about the fans, that yes, at some point fans have influenced her decision. There was a time that Prince and Dorothy do not come to her page to like her pictures or even to comment, and she was the one liking their pictures, commenting, and some of them will come to her DM and ask her, are you a fool? Like, are you a mumu? What is wrong with with you. These people are not even reciprocating this gesture you are giving to them. And at some point, she just stopped caring and all that. But once in a while, if she sees the picture, she just like, so yeah, she has been one person, you know, that fans have influenced. Then, before then, they came to Katrina about the whole tattoo saga. Yeah, you all remember, you know, and Katrina explained everything, how for her it was just cruise and everything, but she later went on her Instagram story, and she did an Instagram live, you know, and Ebuka was like, did you learn a lesson about that, you know? And Katrina also went ahead to say she is not, you know, against people saying, you know, having tattoos, but you know, you don't have tattoos of just celebrities, that one she's against. But yeah, she has learned her lesson, just like Laycon said, that they are now more responsible for many people, because people will just take the message you send, you know, however they want to interpret it, and really, and somehow the real message you are trying to pass will be lost in transmission. So basically that was it. And then Ebuka now went on to have his final speech where he talks about the fans. Basically, he talked about the same thing I talk about here almost every time. Like, you guys, the fans, are making the Big Brother Naija franchise look as if the fans are so toxic, and that is quite unfair to the housemates, because they have brought much more to offer to the show. Yes, so according to Ebuka, time and time again, he comes, he has been in the house, he has been hosting the show, he has been on the other end, but he doesn't understand, you know, the how passion will not turn to hatred. That his high time fans, you know, will love their, you know, faves, but at the same time, don't, you know, go ahead to do all those drastic things, dragging family members, you know, threatening people's life and all that. That is not worth it. Now, when I was listening to Ebuka, you know, give that final speech, I was like, yeah, I mean, Izini Williams always talks about this. Love your faves, but please don't be a toxic person because of a show. You are actually doing a disservice to the show and to your fave. So on that note, guys, I say thank you guys so very much for being part of my channel. If you've not already subscribed, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Izini Williams. Have yourself a beautiful day ahead. Bye, guys!